Hello and welcome back to ZRZ, and today we're taking a look at some of the newly released color options for the PS5 Dualsense controller. So we've got the Indigo and the Pearl White, but we don't have the teal yet. That's apparently going to be released later on in January. So we've got two of those colors, but we also had released today the limited edition Fortnite Dualsense as well, which looks pretty cool. So we'll take a look at that one closer towards the end of the video, but we'll start off with the two new Chroma colors that we have here. We've got the white, the pearl, which looks amazing, and then we've got the Indigo, which also looks really similar to the new cobalt blue that we had a few months back. So later on in the video we're going to compare the two, see what the differences are, and see which one's actually going to be the color of choice. So let's get these opened up and take a look. So with both of the controllers out of the box, let's get it out of this wrapping here to take a closer look. So this is the Pearl. Take a look at that. That actually looks insane. Wow. It looks like quite a minty green type color to it, which I didn't really expect to see, to be honest. You couldn't really tell from the photos, but it's definitely quite a strong, like light green, minty green look to it. That looks awesome. We'll take a closer look in a second, but let's have a look at the Indigo as well. And that's looking really cool straight away. Damn, look at that. Wow, even the front plate is a different color. I didn't actually realize that. In the photo, I thought this was black as well, but it's actually a really, really dark purple sort of shade. And then we've also got that similar sort of shimmer as the Pearl there. Definitely got a couple different colors going on here. It's almost like a blue and purple mixture here. So first impressions, they definitely look really cool. It's definitely a different type of effect, a different type of paint finish that we've not seen on the DualSense controllers. I thought it was actually going to be very similar to the volcanic red and cobalt blue kind of texture that the paint has on it, but definitely there's more going on here. It's almost like a two-tone paint. And what's really cool here is that the two-tone color is actually on the back as well. So we've known from other controllers like the cobalt blue, volcanic red, the back of the controller was kind of plain looking, which I found quite disappointing, to be honest, because you kind of want to have that cool color all around the controller. They've definitely done it with these two new Chroma colored options. You can see on the back here of the Pearl, we've got a couple different sort of shimmers of color. It's like a mint green, maybe even like a slight pink sort of color. Definitely a few different mixtures going on here, but on the Indigo one it's like a purple and blue, and that's really cool that it's on the back, but we don't lose the texture. The texture of the controller is still there, so the grip is still really comfortable, and yeah, the controller otherwise still feels just as nice as any old DualSense would. This looks really cool. I'm really liking the full sort of white buttons and accents here. The front plate is white, the analog stick, the triggers, everything. This looks really cool. But let's start comparing these to some of the other colors we have, just to see which one is going to come out on top. I think a good comparison to make would be just against a regular white DualSense controller, and as you can see, the color is definitely pretty different with this Pearl option. Like I said, it does have that sort of minty green shade to it. As you can see, that definitely stands out a lot more. I do kind of wish they went with a similar sort of color on this front plate. I do feel like the white stands out quite a lot against the Pearl of the front shell and on the touchpad, but it still definitely looks really cool. Flipping over to the back as well, you can see we've got that same sort of color shift at the back here. Also, one thing to note from the back of the controllers, if you look at the serial number, it is slightly different. It starts off with a 5 on the newer controllers, and the older ones would have been starting with a 4. I think this might be a newer version as well. This is a brand new white controller, but they have slightly changed the internals once again on these controllers. I think the trigger modules again have been revised slightly, but otherwise the functionality of the controller is the same. But that's the Pearl White next to original white DualSense controller. Now let's take a look at the Indigo versus the cobalt blue. There is a significant difference actually. From the photos I thought they almost looked exactly the same, but as you can see there's a lot more shine on this Indigo, and obviously there's that color shift. You can see the purple at the top and then a blue sort of towards the middle, but as you change that angle it will kind of shift, which is really cool. But also, this is what I didn't notice, the buttons are actually like a dark purple. Same with the analog sticks. The front plate So there's a lot more color going on the new Chroma option, which is definitely quite cool. Even the triggers are in this purple color. Let me know what you think. The cobalt blue was definitely my favorite of the recent color options, but now with this new indigo, I'm definitely thinking about it, which one's better out of these two. I think I still prefer the sort of deep blue color of the cobalt, but I think they've smashed it with the fact that this indigo color wraps around the whole controller and on the back, which definitely gives it that more unique look, and with these dark purple accents as well. This kind of does feel like a more standout controller, and I think this sort of explains why the price difference between the two right now. It seems like you can pick up the cobalt blue for around 65 or 60 pounds, but these new color options are sort of sticking around 70 pounds or 69.99 for the new options, and that's probably because there's a lot more color going on. All of the parts are sort of custom compared to a standard DualSense with all the black sticks, black triggers and everything. So now that we've taken a look at these new colors, let's open up the new limited edition Fortnite DualSense controller. Here we go. This actually looks like it's almost the same color as a Starlight Blue, but it's got a bunch of sort of graphics printed on it. But we'll take a closer look. Let's open this up. The box straight away actually is different to a normal DualSense. They've put a little bit more of a glossy finish at the front here, and this graphic, the Fortnite logo, same on the back. The controller has a glossy finish on it, so they've put a little bit more effort on the packaging with this limited edition, which is nice to see. But otherwise, the unboxing experience feels exactly the same. We've got the same sort of carton packaging with the controller wrapped up in there. I'm not sure what that is. We've got a bit of... What is that? Almost don't even want to touch it. It looks kind of dirty on the carton there. That's not a good... It's not a good start on a brand new limited edition controller. But yeah, there's a bit of a stain on the packaging there, but hopefully no stains on the controller itself. So here we go. This is the Fortnite DualSense controller. Damn, that actually looks so funky. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. You know, there's a lot of graphics going on here at the front. It is pretty filled out, but it does look like it is basically the same color as a Starlight Blue. If we look at side by side, that kind of shows what sort of color we've got here on the Fortnite. So yeah, it is just this print, but I have to admit the print does look kind of cool. And then on the back we've got this as well, take the high ground, in this sort of graffiti style. On the front it says Fortnite, where we drop in, defy the storm, and then again Fortnite with the banana peel. But yeah, there's a bunch of kind of small details on here, so if you take a closer look you'll be able to see some of the iconic sort of Fortnite skins and things like that at the front and on the touchpad. They're kind of surrounding the logo there. We've got this nice little crown in the middle. I do like the way that it kind of crosses between the X, square, triangle and circle buttons. That's quite a nice little touch there. But yeah, other than that, the sort of front plate, analog sticks, triggers, they're all standard black, as we have on standard DualShock controllers. I do wish they kind of went a bit further with this. You know, it's a limited edition, so it'd be nice if they kind of had the graphics going on the front plate or anything like that. You know, especially with these new Chroma colors, they did put a bit more effort. They've changed the colors of the triggers and front plate and the analog sticks and everything like that. Whereas this one, they've kind of just gone with a standard Starlight Blue controller and then printed a bunch of these graphics on there. But still looks cool and definitely suits the sort of Fortnite kind of bright color scheme. So I can see why they sort of went with this color option. But let me know what you think of this limited edition Fortnite DualSense controller. Is this something you would pick up, or would you go with one of the new Chroma options? The Chroma teal color part of this new range will be coming out in January, so stay tuned. We'll probably pick that up as well and compare it with these and other colors as usual, just to get a better idea of which color kind of stands out the most, which is a preference, because sometimes you need to see them in person. So hopefully these videos help you guys out to get a comparison of the colors and help you choose which one you want to go for next. Definitely subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.